So, because I'm always killing it at Mom of the Year, Joey's birthday was the 20th, and we had like a big birthday party, not a big birthday party, a party for him.
Okay.
And he was giving cash. And one of the things that he's been wanting is like a headset for his Switch. And so we picked one out like 4 days ago, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow. And I never hit checkout.
And does he know it's coming? Does he know it's on the way?
It's on its way by tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. How much was it?
It was only $30.
Okay. Not that I have any gaming headsets, but that's a good price.
Is it okay? So I'll send it. I'm glad I haven't purchased it then yet. I'll send it to you and let me know if it's a good one.
I'm sure it is. That's a good
price. I don't want him to have some junky one. Like because he's going to use it all the time.
No. What I was going to say was that's actually about right, because at Target, so like I've got a PS4. At Target, the PS4 headphones I use there were $20, and they're good. They're just a basic, one ear and a microphone. And they work great. So I think you probably got something that works really, really well, and that's a good price.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here, maybe I'll show you. And then, what was I going to say to you? Oh, so I go to McDonald's because I wanted a Diet Coke earlier. And there we go. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, are those the ones that my kids have? Are those the ones that have the lights around the outside and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. How is your son with his stuff? Is he gentle with his stuff? Does he take really good care of it?
Yeah, he takes okay care of his stuff.
Okay, my kids have those same headphones too. And if your kids are heavy-handed, then they will break sooner rather than later. I know which ones those are, but if he takes care of his stuff, you'll be okay.
Okay. Well, if you think there's a better one for me to get, send them to me before I buy. Well,
I only know the PlayStation, the ones my kids have, so I can only draw from experience on that one.
Good morning. Hi, Lana. Oh, I miss your face. That's my insurance agent. I love her.
What's up, Lana?
Hi, Casey. Hi, Jacob. Oh, and then so I got McDonald's this morning. Remember yesterday we were talking about how you and I both have like this ADHD problem, right?
Yeah.
So I go to get my Diet Coke, and I'm sitting, I'm like, God, they're taking a long time for a Diet Coke. Like I never say anything to the fast food driver window person. Like they're kids, And I'm sitting there and I'm like, whatever, something could be happening. And then she sticks her head out the window and goes, you need to drive up to the next window. I completely forgot because I was like pulling stuff out of my purse and I was rearranging my purse and I paid because the dollar was at the bottom of my purse instead of in my wallet. And then I was putting everything back in and I just totally spaced out.
You gave him your $1.08 or whatever it is. And you just sat there.
And $1.08, $1.08, yeah, and just sat there and didn't go up to the neck. And I would like to say this is the first time that's ever happened to me, but I'd be full of crap.
And people are behind you like, God, come on. I just want to give him $1.08 so I can get my soda.
Yes. Yes. I really need to kick my Diet Coke habit. I'm just.
But I mean, like, how many do you have a day?
One.
Then what are you kicking?
I don't know. Then why don't I just have it in the house? So if I have it in the house, I drink it all day. So then I'm spending more money because then every day I go out and get one. Well, it's only $1.
I think you're overthinking a Diet Coke. I think what you have with that Diet Coke right there is a morning routine where back in March, every morning we got up at 3:30, 4 o'clock and we headed to work. And we don't do that anymore. So now you grab a Diet Coke. So what?
You're right. Most people have a cup of coffee. I always had a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay,
the other thing is, have your kids ever seen anything on YouTube that they've made you purchase and they either didn't eat it or didn't use it? What was it?
Two things. And we've talked about this at length. The Hatchimal.
Oh, the Hatchimal. God, I hated that thing.
There's lots of 4-letter words I'd like to use with the Hatchimal. And none of them are. And the other one, my son got us to buy something called Sugru. and Sugru is like a colored glue. It's like a glue putty. So it comes in these little pouches, and he saw it on a video one time. He's like, I gotta have Sugru. I can glue all the things in different colors. And we glued like a thing, and then we were done with it.
Yeah. Okay. So my kids for like a month have been asking me for honeycomb. Layla wants to eat the honeycomb Hatchimals. Yep. The comb, not just the honey. And Joey only wants to taste the honey. So Nature's Corner in Ripon is my favorite fruit stand. And the last time I was in there, they had a whole thing of all natural honey and honeycomb. And I'm like, cool. You know what? Let's get out of the house. I'm in the valley right now. Let's go. So I take them out there yesterday, and I find a jar. The stack thing that they had last time I was there was gone. So I find a jar of honey with little baby honeycombs at the top. And I'm like, this is perfect because I could just use the honey. I know where this is going, you know? So we get in line and I'm paying for it. And that little jar is like $12, pure local honey, right? And Mama Madden rolls up and goes, did you find honeycomb? And Layla's like, yeah, there's just a little bit at the top of this jar. And Grandma goes, really? Because I found this one.
Oh, wow. What's the price on that?
$17.
Are we allowed to do middle fingers on the stream?
Right?
Here, it's my index finger. It's my index finger, but if you put it right there.
And I'm telling you, it's delicious. Because I'm a grown adult and I know the deliciousness that is in my hand right now. Like, this is pure deliciousness.
What do you do with the honeycomb? Do you slice it? I mean, do you just take a chunk of it and just eat it?
You can eat it.
Oh.
You can eat it like candy. Yeah, you could spread it. The wax can be eaten or chewed like gum.
Does the wax come from inside the bee's body?
I don't know the answer to. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know. So first of all, I actually want to beekeep. That's a hobby I want to try.
Yeah, Lonnie, you eat the comb. You eat the honeycomb. It says it right here. You can eat it. It's just like a little waxy.
Prove it. Take a bite.
Cheese. Yep.
Prove it. Take a bite.
Yeah. I'll take a bite. Layla took one bite.
See, I get this feeling that honeycomb is bee poo, and I don't know why. You eat it with cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see honeycomb?
So good. That honey is so good.
Can somebody please look up what a honeycomb is made of?
It's just wax.
Okay. I know what honey is. I know that the honey is the bee spit. I understand that they're pollinators and they gather their little, what do you call it? Pollen.
Beeswax, a substance created by worker bees.
But how is it created? Is it spit out?
When the temperature is right, the wax scales from the bees secrete wax scales from glands in their body. Then they chew the wax with a bit of honey and it produces beeswax.
So what you're eating is a combination of bee sweat and chewed bee spit and honey.
But the honey comes out of that. Have you eaten the honey? So you're eating that anyway.
What I'm saying is, if
it's delicious. I don't care where it came from.
Okay. You know how when you go to the driving range, and there's the guy in the golf cart picking up the balls and you're always trying to hit him because he's in that cage, right?
Yeah.
So if I go on a driving range while people are hitting golf balls, and let's pretend let's pretend that the driving range is the bee stuff, all right? Let's pretend the driving range is the honey, or is the bee house. If I'm on the driving range and I try some honey, which is just like the bee regurgitation, I'm not going to stand out there and wait to get hit by another golf ball that I call bee sweat, bee honey, and bee spit mixed together. I'm going to try the honey. I'm going to call it good. I'm going to say I won this round because I got honey from the bee. I don't want to eat its sweat.
I like it with some salami and cheese. Like, I want this right on my charcuterie tray. It's delicious. Anyways, it was $17. My son took one little dinky finger of it because I bought them honeycomb sticks and he didn't like those. And he goes, it tastes just like the honey sticks. Yeah, because it's honey is honey. And so Layla took like a little bite, and my mom comes in with a $20 bill and goes, "I am so sorry I even opened my mouth." As soon as we were getting in the car, she goes, "You were going to get the jar so that you could just use the honey later, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, now I have a box of honeycomb."
Well, now you got a box of honeycomb to eat. Your mom bought you honeycomb to eat.
Because even though it's delicious, I don't use honey a lot
Right.
most of the time. A lot of the time it's sugar. Well, that's pure sugar.
And honeycomb is not like almonds in a bowl on your table that you just like stop by and you just don't grab a couple of honeycombs and pop them in your mouth, you know?
No, you don't. And like, I don't know where I'm going to store this, but it's delicious. I'll figure it out. I
So
mean, I'll use
yeah,
it.
no, Delina, we talked about this. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you ate the honey and that came from the bee. Like you've already tempted fate once by eating that. Why would you go back and then say, I want some spit and some sweat and some honey all mixed together now?
Because
So
you know what? I've had worse things in my mouth. It's delicious. And none of them tasted this good.
I'm giving you a hard time because honestly, if I had a honeycomb in front of me right now, I'd probably try it.
I know you would. I know
I would
you
totally
would.
try it.
So this honey's delicious. Anyways, I had my kids a month. They've been trying, and I knew, but your dad, you know how your kids are. I knew Joey was going to take one pinky and never touch honey again.
We made Twix yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We made Twix because that's their favorite candy. Like I didn't make Twix because I was setting out just to make Twix. They each have had one. Meanwhile, because I'm a pig sometimes, my stomach is wrecked today. And there's been about 3 times where I almost hit leave on our stream because my stomach just doesn't feel well from these Twix.
All right, we'll wrap it up. We'll see you guys.
I'm good now.
Okay.
Hey, you don't wear a Goo Goo Doll shirt out in public like this without having an iron constitution.
Remember when we interviewed that super cute kid Jaden the other day and he didn't even know who the Goo Goo Dolls were?
Okay, thanks for coming to our stream. Bye.
We'll see you 30. Bye.